WGN News at 9.
The death of Drew Peterson's third wife was not an accident. Examiners now say it was homicide. Good evening, I'm Steve Sanders.
And I'm Micah Matera. WGN's Julie Unruh live in Bolingbrook with our top story. Hi, Julie.
Hi to you, Micah. Kathleen Savia was found dead in a bathtub back in 2004. Back then, her death was ruled an accidental drowning.
She says it's about experience. He says it's about inspiration. Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton square off in a Texas debate. Full details of what they had to say are up next.
Also, the front runners are few and far between at this year's Oscars. Entertainment critic Dean Richards joining us later with his picks.
And Jim Ramsey says we should get back above freezing this weekend, but got to ask the question, will that lead to yet another snow? Hey, Jim. Well, like it.
Decision 2008 tonight is battle as big as Texas. Democrats Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama going head-to-head tonight. His family said he was afraid to go to school. Now they're mourning his loss. Coming up, the latest on the shooting death of a teen in the south suburbs.
And what the U.S. is making promises to China after successfully shooting down a satellite last night.
You're watching Chicago's very own WGN News at 9.
South Suburban police investigating the murder of a 15-year-old boy found shot to death in a backyard. WGN's Antoine Lewis live in Chicago Heights with the very latest on this investigation. Hi, Antoine.
Hey, Mike. That young man's family says that in recent weeks he has started to become fearful of going to school. Now they are wondering if that fear is in any way related to their grief.
Named celebrities are dealing with a hepatitis scare. Coming up, a birthday party for Ashton Kutcher has turned into a trip to the doctor for some A-listers.
Plus, why American Olympic leaders say they'll be bringing their own food to the Olympics in Beijing.
And later in sports, the Bulls are parting ways with Ben Wallace. We'll have details of a blockbuster 11-player trade.
In New York, Arthur Chen for WGN News.
Ooh. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Your full forecast is next, and it includes above freezing temperatures over the weekend.
Also, a Kansas teen fell through the ice 3 times after his dog in the water. Coming up, how both were able to get out safely with a little help.
And we'll tell you what's prompting American health leaders to make major changes to the flu vaccine next year. Diabetes is a worldwide epidemic. Over 246 million people have it, many of them undiagnosed. I'm Val Warner. Join medical reporter Dina Bear and me as we take a closer look at this devastating disease on Saturday, March 8th at 6 p.m. when we present Circle of Care Living with Diabetes. We'll be taking your phone calls during the show, and of course you can email us at circleofcare@WGN-TV.com. So join us March 8th at 6 p.m. for Circle of Care Living with Diabetes.
Welcome back. We mentioned the possibility of snow in one of the breaks a little while ago. We cut to a shot of Jim Ramsey, and the look on your face told us everything we need to know.
You know, there's a lot of battle-weary forecasters in Chicago these days. It seems like all we hear is, when is the weather going to change and spring come? We started off this morning with some lake effects snow in parts of the north suburbs that put down as much as an inch of snow in a few spots. And we have had some off and on light snow and flurries during the day, and tonight at 9 o'clock, O'Hare continues to report flurries.
By all accounts, it was a huge success, but now some other countries have questions. Coming up, American missile technology goes under the microscope after yesterday's satellite destruction.
And in your medical watch, how your personal records could soon be at your fingertips.
For more information or to see selected news stories, check out WGN-TV.com. You're watching Chicago's very own WGN News at 9.
Anyone who does not live in the town of Wells, Nevada, can't go there. They're not being allowed to.
Already won just about every award out there, but will No Country for Old Men come out on top this Sunday at the Oscars? Our entertainment critic Dean Richards weighs in with his thoughts.
And 10 years after he left us, the true spirit of Harry Carey lives on.
Hey, we out to the crowd. In tonight's Medical Watch, tracking your health online. Google gets into medicine. How sleep may be a warning sign of stroke, and a new formula for the flu vaccine.
Dean Richards, WGN News.
Thank you, Dean. Sports is next. Ozzie Guillen gets a look at his new acquisitions as the White Sox go through their first full squad workout.
And the latest Bears free agent news as Lovie Smith and the Bears front office descend on Indianapolis for this week's scouting combine. Dan Rowe next with the Day in Sports. Dan. Oh, my goodness. Well, a decade later, and he still has a special place in the hearts of Cubs fans everywhere.
That's right. The 10th annual Worldwide Toast to Harry Carey was held tonight. Well, the organizers tried to break a world record, creating the world's biggest mug of beer. There you see it. That giant cup was filled with 100 gallons of Budweiser, which was sold off in portions for charity. This year's toast was also set up to include similar celebrations in 100 countries to signify the 100 years since the Cubs last won the World Series.
Wow. Well, that's the news for this Thursday night. I'm Micah Matera.
And I'm Steve Sanders. For all of us here at WGN News, have a great night, everybody.
Bye-bye.